recent news, as I think you guys have all probably seen, Chicago rapper Lil Durk is in federal custody following his arrest last week on murder for hire charges in connection with an alleged plot to target the rapper Quando Rondo. Here's a little news story from ABC.
Lil Durk has been arrested and charged with a murder for hire plot. The Chicago native, whose real name is Dirk Banks, was arrested in Florida by the U.S. Marshals Service. The 32-year-old's arrest comes as 5 other people in Chicago were arrested in connection with the investigation. According to the complaint, Banks and his co-conspirators allegedly worked together to, quote, track, stalk, and attempt to murder a target at a Los Angeles gas station, firing at least 18 rounds into the person's vehicle, striking and killing a passenger in the car. Banks made his first court appearance this afternoon in Miami. Banks' lawyer asked for privacy after leaving court, telling ABC, quote, "We will not be commenting at this time."
Play stupid games, get stupid prizes, man. At this point,
is this like a new thing? Like I didn't know. Like, is this something that just recently happened, or is this something that's been building up?
He just recently was picked up, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, he was. I know he was picked up recent, but was
you talking about
the Quando Rondo?
Well, that shooting happened 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was a while back. Yeah, that was a while back.
So this is something that they've been apparently collecting evidence on, or
yes, they have wiretaps. Yeah, and you know people who were under pressure and wore recording devices around Durk and his people. And so once again, this is a Fed case. So they're not playing. This is not like, oh, maybe he can get bond or not in this sort of situation.
Does this affect drill music?
No, I mean this is the literal definition of drill music.
I know, but will it change it?
I think this is one of those ones where, okay, so you look at Chief Keef, right? Chief Keef got out the way. Somehow
he hasn't been to Chicago in like 10 years.
And you can make a case that he started all this, and he got right on out the way, and you rarely see him. And so many of these drill rappers have died over the recent years, even further back. I don't know if it's gonna. I'm not gonna say it'll be over with, but I think it's gonna start being looked at different because when stuff like this happens, there's nothing good that comes from this at all. So how the rappers are going to start to be looked at, I don't know if the genre is going to be, maybe it'll continue to be as popular. I don't know, man, but I feel like there might be some effect because Durk is the voice. He's very popular. So there's going to be an impact one way or another. I'm still trying to figure out what that looks like, but I think something is going to shift. Just my opinion.
What it looks like is Durk is definitely going to prison for a while.
Yep.
And I kind of feel like he felt like it was on his radar because he's turned over a new leaf, supposedly.
Oh, you a Muslim now? Don't want to chase tail.
There it is.
Became a Muslim. He actually had told some other kid that he needs to leave the street life alone. He in turn ended up. I think he got baptized. The kid that he told him he needs to leave the street life alone.
He did that record with J. Cole with the kids.
Yep.
Right. So it's almost like he probably sensed something going on because that song came out last year, I believe.
About a year ago.
Yeah, about a year ago. He won a Grammy for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a cut and dry situation of you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Your whole goal is to make it out. You made it out. Make a way for your friends in other ways versus setting them up as murder for hire. Because not only do you have a case, your people got cases too.
Yep.
And in turn, is one of your guys that you thought was your guy is the one that was wearing the wire. I can't remember what his name is, but he's affiliated with the crew. He's rapped about him. I think the guy did 12 years. And in the song, Durk mentioned that once he gets out, I'm going to give him $50,000. So when he got out, he got 50, he probably got more.
More than that,
he ended up with a job with Durk, and his job had layers to it because he was also wearing a wire around you. So now he even raps about that too. When you get caught up, it's not about the phone taps. It's about one of your partners telling on you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, this is one of them cases that I mean, this is just a matter of how many years am I going to get? How good is my attorney to get this 20-25 year sentence reduced to 8 or 9 at this point? Because there's no victory behind this, really. You know,
I think Durk has 4 or 5 children.
Hey,
I think, and
Look,
you know what I'm saying? Money. He got enough money to where they should be good, but he can't be there.
That's the part,
though. It depends on how hard he's going to fight this, because those lawyer fees add up quickly, especially when you talk about a federal case. And it's just, look, man, it's not to hearken it too closely to what Diddy or Sean Combs is going through, but just think you're living the high life.
Yeah.
1 minute, you're about to get on a private jet, and now you are in federal custody.
He even knew that too, because he had multiple jets set up.
Yeah,
to get up out of here.
Didn't I read where he had like 3 different flights going out, trying to potentially confuse?
Yep.
Yeah. The
feds that's like stuff in the movies, bro. The feds was like, nah.
I know he had that roll on power, but he didn't learn enough from that to be able to pull that one off.
That's crazy. It's just crazy. When I saw it when I was in Miami.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And it was just like, again, I just I see these young men. It's almost like it kind of goes back to what we talked about last week, what Lupe was saying.
Yeah.
And it's just wild that we just talked about Chicago and drill and what we're trying to show the kids. And, Durk, somebody who I thought had, kind of turned the page and was really trying to show everybody something a little bit different, especially with the J. Cole record, which I really liked.
Yeah.
And then now he's in federal custody. Once again, I don't know if I can't feel sorry for him because he made his choices. I do feel sorry for his kids.
I know Lone mentioned the Diddy case, because these are 2 separate things.
Sure didn't.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Oh, it was you. I'm sorry. Well, one of y'all coming from that side. Ago. But the reason I'm saying that is because
we just all look the same, don't
we?
Well, they say, no, never mind. But with the Diddy situation and now this, I'm just wondering how rap looks overall. Does it even matter? Because this is the most popular genre.
It doesn't, because again, it's the most popular genre overall.
Rap.
He's from a drill section of rap. Most of his newer stuff, I don't even think you would even consider it drill.
Yeah.
He kind of graduated from that. This is what got him in the door, but his style of rap isn't really drill. He's cut from that cloth. But I don't think anything changed. What I think is sad though, is a lot of people or a lot of these artists from his generation are getting caught up on the same exact shit.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know if these movies got you feeling like you're supposed to still be a gangster once you make it. You really making it is gangster enough.
Right.
And a lot of these people, if they actually go by the principles of the gang that they're affiliated with, a lot of those principles teach you and tell you that you're supposed to be in a position to not have to do things like that. And you're also supposed to put other people in position not to have to do things like that as well. So, man, I just hope that people just wake up, man, and realize that I understand a lot of people feel like they're in a position they got to do what they got to do. But once you're out of that position, you need to just leave that alone. Just stop.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about the content creators in the social media space that poke and prod and egg this stuff on?
Well, those are herbs, but Wallow and them literally told him and his whole crew.
They did.
Please stop. Don't get yourself into nothing that you can't get out of.
Yep.
He was crying.
It was a powerful episode.
Telling him this, like, please, you are in a position to where you don't have to do none of this no more.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm telling you, these babies and these women, they depending on y'all. You understand?
Sure.
You know what I mean? And on some real we racing each other. Another again, it's the condition of our mind, and I understand, but I'm telling you, it's something waiting for you. And I don't give a what you going through right now, little homies. You bigger than what you going through.
I don't think we can put anything.
I'm not putting it on. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't,
because Durk a grown man. He did what he did. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's a part of the culture now. Is you get and like to Terry's point, not the Wallows and the Gillies, but
those are vultures, though. I mean, you can't really classify them and say that influences a case on somebody that's doing stuff. His guy is the one that tapped him.
I think what Mike's speaking to though is the fact that in the place and time that we're at, these rappers know that the more outlandish and crazy stuff that happens, that they're going to get more clicks and they're going to get more notoriety, because it's looking, people care more about being famous than good and all this other stuff. And how much does that aspect kind of play
part.
into it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, I don't know if I can see you doing that when it's something like, yeah, I'm gonna get myself some diamond shoes or stand on top of a couch in the middle of the street. Yeah, it's because doing outlandish things. But like when you're talking about murder for hire, this is
something different.
I can't really put that on. You know, saying, "Oh yeah, if we do some murder for hire, we can get these clicks up." No.
So what I'm saying is, when you hear people constantly online saying, "When you gonna slide? When you gonna slide? When you gonna slide?" Who's the
content creator?
That's not even necessary. That's more so fans and people.
Yeah,
that have
that doesn't
no
change.
idea
That
what
doesn't
this
change.
life is
That's
like.
people
But see, that
on
doesn't
social
change.
media.
That doesn't change anything though, because you. That's like saying we know everybody is strong enough to ignore trolls. We don't know that. You don't know what influences people outside of the real situation. We never know that.
Man,
Yeah.
It could be people that could be influenced by goofies out here talking. That's all I'm saying.
So are you saying the artists themselves are influenced by
What I'm
By
saying,
social media?
I'm talking about the artists, the people around them. Like, I'm not saying that this is 100% the reason why this happened. I'm just saying it's a part of the culture.
Look,
it
man,
comes with hip hop now.
You have to be in a you got to be responsible. These people,
True.
I mean, they do pay your bills, but they don't directly pay your bills. And I'm not trying to impress nobody by doing a jail sentence because I'm supposed to slide for Vine. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you're smart.
That's just stupid.
It is stupid. I agree.
But under certain circumstances, things like that, yeah, that will happen. But even say somebody did slide for Vine, there's no way that he should have been in no way, shape, or form involved in that.
I agree 100%
You know
with
what I'm
that.
saying? Because he's not the only one from that neighborhood.
Facts.
He's in the position to get everybody jobs and kind of clean up the situation in the neighborhood. There's no reason that he should have been doing that.
I agree.
And you know, I talked about this when I can't remember. It was Takeoff was killed, and I said, you know, maybe we need to start looking at it like this. Every time, you know, something happens and somebody kills a rapper, you burn down a black business. And when you do stuff that, and because you're influenced by people who really don't have your best interests at heart, you know, Lil Durk going to prison and being indicted and having to sit in federal detention, that's another black business burned down because he's the big dog. Now, everybody who ate and was able to take care of their families based on the fact that Lil Durk was doing his thing, now they're left out in the cold. So, I mean, I know it's a lot of maybe weight on somebody's shoulders and everybody can't handle that weight. But those are the things you need to think about. If you're out here and you're the big dog, then you gotta, and there are people in your circle have to say, you know what, even while we're having this conversation, you might need to go in another room.
Yeah.
Y'all right. Y'all 100% right on that.
There's something called plausible deniability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I wasn't there, Your Honor. I don't know what they're talking about, Your Honor.
Yeah. Okay.
But we go what I always say, we gonna see.
You gonna see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many years you get?
That part.
Yeah, really.